Welcome back, bee lovers and curious minds. Today, we're diving into a buzzing topic every beekeeper and nature enthusiast should know: pests and diseases of honeybees. Now, the Indian honeybee, Apis cerana indica, is pretty resilient, especially to many diseases. But it's not entirely safe. Thai Sac Brood Virus is a serious threat. And the globally popular Italian bee, Apis mellifera? It's vulnerable to foul brood, sac brood, and mites. But here in India, pests tend to be the bigger villains, often causing mass colony desertions year after year. Let's break it all down. First up, wax moths, the sneaky destroyers of weak colonies. The greater wax moth, Galleria melanella, has been bothering bees since Aristotle's time. In South India, especially from July to December, these caterpillars spin silken tunnels and feast on wax, pollen, and brood. Weak colonies can't defend their combs, and moths quickly take over. Look out for silken webs, loose wax, black droppings, and a lifeless hive. Prevention? Regular inspections, fumigation of unused combs, and proper storage. Next, ants, the tiny but mighty invaders. Black ants and red ones like Doralus labium sneak into weak colonies, stealing honey, pollen, and brood. Control them with oil-filled ant pans, oil bans on hive stands, and by destroying nests using 0.1% chlorpyrifos. Now for wasps, the aerial assassins. The yellow-banded hornet, Vespa cincta, lurks near hive entrances, grabbing bees midair and feeding their juices to young wasps. Shrink the landing board and burn their nests to reduce attacks. Other wasps, like Polaris orientalis and Philanthus ramakrishni, are even scarier. They paralyze bees, drag them underground, and raise their young on bee bodies. The wax beetle, Platybulium alvarium, thrives in unclean hives, feeding on comb debris. Cleanliness is key. And watch for birds like king crows and bee-eaters, natural predators that feast on flying bees. Now to the microscopic enemies, mites. Acarapis woodi, the tracheal mite, causes acarine disease. It damages bee tracheae, leading to the K-wing deformity. Bees crawl helplessly outside the hive. Varroa destructor targets larvae and pupae, rapidly weakening colonies. Tropolelaps clarii, another brood mite, causes larval death and visible cell damage. Controls? Dust with micronized sulfur, use bromopropylate strips, or place 65% formic acid on cotton inside the hive. Yes, pests aren't just insects. Cockroaches, lizards, frogs, praying mantids, and even bears can destroy hives and steal honey. Termites chew through wooden hives. Protect your setup by painting hive stands with coal tar and eliminating termite mounds. Let's shift gears to bee diseases, starting with nosema disease, caused by Nosema apis, a protozoan that causes dysentery, especially in cold weather. Look for excreta streaks on combs. Treatment? Sugar syrup mixed with fumagillin for 10 days. These don't affect adult bees directly but damage larvae, hurting the future generation. Major ones include European foul brood, caused by Streptococcus pluton. Infected larvae turn yellow, brown, and finally black, with visible tracheae. The hive smells bad and brood cells are poorly capped. Solution: terramycin in syrup and strict quarantine. American foul brood, a nightmare caused by bacillus larvae. Larvae die stretched out, rot, and release a foul smell. Capped cells darken and sink. Control? Total destruction: burn infected frames, bees, and honey. Sac brood virus affects Apis mellifera and forms sac-like larvae, but hasn't hit India yet. However, Thai Sac Brood Virus, TSBV, has devastated Indian bees, Apis cerana indica. It infects pupae, turning brood into yellow, brown, and black sacs. No cure yet, but isolation and requeening from strong stock help. Chalk brood, caused by the fungus Ascosphaera apis, mummifies larvae into chalky white corpses. Good hygiene and strong colonies can prevent outbreaks. That was a whirlwind tour through honeybee threats. But don't worry, most can be managed with regular checks, clean practices, and strong queens. Remember, prevention is always better than cure. Be safe, be smart, and keep those hives buzzing with health. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more bee science. Drop a comment below if you faced any of these challenges and how you tackled them. See you next time.